Hello everyone, ZMar99 here, and welcome back for another episode on the Bone of the Kingdom server. Today, I was doing some mining earlier, and actually recorded a little bit earlier, but I was muted, so bad on me. But we got the 8 ancient debris that we need to make our last 2 tools into netherite, so let's go ahead. Actually, that's the only thing that needs to be smelt. I used my silk touch pick on this. Let's undo that real quick. Boop. You're right. Send those off. Get that smelted up. And then we'll get that down here. So let's go ahead and we got a full stack. Wow. Just from the nether gold ore. That's a good... Mining in the nether is a really good way of getting gold. Apparently. But there's our 2 ingots. And over here we have our tool station. Yeah, tool station. Where we can go ahead. Can't do that, but we can do that. And upgrade these tools. And now we're full kit of netherite tools again. Still do not know where my old tools and armor box is. We, of course, have these tools, which need to get switched over eventually. But that's not what we're here for today. Today, I would actually like to get the nether highway done. And I'm trying to think of a block palette for that. Which is, of course, for me, the hardest thing ever. But, what do we have? Those are all buttons. We don't need buttons. We have netherwood, right? Wait. That's the one thing I haven't gotten yet is the netherwood. What if that's what we do? We're gonna need... Alright, looks like we got some of that. So we need the 2 different types of ground covers. And we need... Let me think. The 2 different types of ground covers, and then we need one... Well, actually, we don't need the mushroom. The fungus block itself. Oh, that's not the right box. Also, I do not know what that diamond is doing in there. Or in my end chest. Let's go and throw that in the precious box. So let's queue and explore in the nether a little bit. See, we have a crimson forest right here, and we already have the crimson nylium. But we can always get some more of that, I suppose. Wouldn't hurt. Wouldn't hurt. Alright, we got that. And we can go... we have a warp forest back at the main area, don't we? Also, that tree is like partly destroyed, but that's okay. So let's go back over to the main area a bit, because I know we have a warp forest next to that. I like that this is actually safely flyable now, until you get to that point. I spoke way too soon, didn't I? It's not totally safely flyable, it's just mostly safely flyable. Oh, hi, Enderman. Almost flew right off into lava, but that's okay. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Alright, I think this is enough to get us going. And of course, we can bone meal to grow more of it as well. Because we probably will not consistently break the blocks fast enough to prevent it from dying off. I don't know if I have much bone meal out at this base, but we can always make more, I guess, because we'll be getting, ouch. I say it's safe, and then I hit things on both ends of that tunnel still when I'm flying. But I say we can probably just go ahead and make a little spot down here to farm it. I don't see why not. I'll clear out a little area and then I'll be back. Alright, and I have a little spot set up out here, so pretty much what it is, just a 6x6 platform. The glow shrooms are to help keep mobs from spawning on here, because I put this down and then I went and I slept. I came back over here and there were mobs everywhere because everything else has been mostly spawn proofed. So yeah, there were a lot of spiders, skeletons, creepers, all sorts of that mess. That's why the dogs ended up coming a little bit closer over here. I actually used them, but the idea is we'll just bone meal the ground here and grow up the trees. As you can see, I do not have a great hoe. I did put efficiency on it, so all this is insta-mine at least, which is great. We may want to actually invest in some scaffolding structure around here as well. That could be beneficial. So let's actually go and do that real quick. Ugh, my control inputs are lagging so bad. I do not know why. I almost have a feeling it's something to do with OBS. But I'm not sure, because it only happens whenever I've had OBS open since turning the computer back on. So I'm thinking it has something to do with that. And it's mostly just my mouse. That's why when I'm turning a bunch, usually when I'm turning and moving, my camera will just go and like snap over to another location. That's because I've been moving my mouse that whole time, even though it looks like I'm looking straight. I'm actually still moving it to like right there. It's weird. I don't know why that's happening. And I haven't really looked at it at all as to why either, but I might need to do that because it's starting to get a little bit more annoying. Alright, so we are back. I've gotten scaffolding. I had to make it, but I didn't have any bamboo. So Skippy has an XP shop. That doesn't work anymore because zero ticking doesn't work anymore. And so it's technically closed in the sense that it's not really able to restock itself. So I ended up, I instead of buying XP from his shop, I bought a stack of bamboo from his furnace system, from his furnaces. So that's how... So that's how I got the bamboo to make this. Kind of a funny story, I guess. I do not think he will mind, because at least I didn't build a chicken in his base, just like he does. So, yeah. He will totally think it's hilarious, and if not, I can always give him back bamboo later on. I doubt he'll ever even notice, though. I don't think he even checks that shop anymore, which is the funny thing. So, it's probably never going to get noticed. Can I make that? I want to make this. I did. I made it. All right. And now it's, of course, time to bamboo. Not bamboo. Why did I say bamboo? Why did I say bamboo? To grow more, but we can also throw these things in there. I don't really think I'm going to be using these, though I may want to save a little bit, actually. I may not want to bone meal all, or turn all of it into bone meal. That's what I was trying to say. Not bamboo, bone meal. But anyways, let's go ahead. Looks like we got 3 of these. Ooh, we'll also get more shroom lights from this too, as evident from that. Nothing. There we go. I think I'm really after the logs though. From this, the logs seem like they would be, or are probably what I really want, rather than so much of the other stuff from here. Why not just leave all these things on my hotbar? Since I'm not breaking the mushrooms themselves, I don't have to put them back down. But anyways, I'm gonna do, ooh, this is tall. I'm gonna do a little bit of farming of this, and we will see how we want to integrate this into our build palette. Because I would like to do something with this wood, because I've not done much with it in the past. So, we have done some farming of the fungus, of the mushroom plants, whatever you want to call them. We used all but 13 durability on our hoe. Granted, it doesn't have Unbreaking 3 on it, but it got us 2 full inventories of stuff, and we're just bone mealing it at the moment, waiting for it to all process through, and it certainly looks like we're getting enough that this is sustainable, which is nice. Even though I am keeping 5 stacks, actually I took 6 stacks of this stuff out. You know, we're keeping some of the wart just in case we decide to use it or not. And I actually wonder, can this get broken down? It can't. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that that could be used to make nether wart, because that would be kind of cool if it could. But we will move it down here, that way it's not taking up the bone meal spots. Even though the order we're doing it in is kind of messing that up anyways. Boom, boom. There we go. That's our haul, essentially, from 1 diamond shovel's worth. That's pretty good. Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty good. I do have a mending book we're going to be putting on that. I just only have 1 level of experience, and it would take 3 for me to put mending on here. But we do have the building materials that I was wanting to at least venture in. We'll bring these and these just in case. Let's also grab, what was this? Blackstone? Blackstone, yeah. I would use lanterns, but lanterns are going to create extra holes that you can fly into and take damage, so we're not going to use lanterns, though it would be kind of neat to, stylistically, but practically that would decrease the value of the project, so we're not doing that. We do have some basalt and some blackstone. Not much blackstone. But we do have plenty of basalt to throw at this project. We got stone, cobblestone, dirt over here. We'll take some of this. Actually, ooh. Alright, let's actually grab a full inventory of this. Well, not quite a full inventory, but what we have left of our inventory. Let this fill up all the way. We're doing good on fuel. Doing pretty good on fuel, at least. Alright. Let's go ahead and run this. Why did you not get fueled up? Oh, you got stuff put in you. You didn't have any fuel in you. Aha. Aha. That'd be the problem. So let's fuel up everything. And I will jump in the Nether. Of course, that won't be running, I don't think, while we're in the Nether. Hello. But how do we want to do this? So I almost want to do one side of it red and one side of it blue. Is that okay? Is that something we can do? I feel like that's something we can do. But which side should be red and which side should be blue? I almost feel like the side going back towards the spawn. So like how I put torches down in my mine shafts, right? The torch is always on the right hand side. I almost feel like that should be the blue, like where we put the blue. So I think we'll go for that. We'll see how that looks. I have no idea. This would be a much better thing to do on the live stream. Maybe we'll do a live stream from this server. We never do live streams from this server. We always do them from the from Foodcraft, just because I don't do episodes on Foodcraft. But if you guys do want to see a live stream from the from this server, we can do that. Just leave me a comment saying that you would like to see it. Please, though, if you do say you would like to see it, actually try to show up if it does happen. Because I know I've done it before, where I've, put things out there, people responded, and then no one has shown up at all. So if you are going to say you'd like to see it, then actually show that you would like to see it and show up, or try to. And of course, that doesn't mean you absolutely have to. No one's coming after you if you don't. But as a content creator, that's one of the most discouraging things to me, is whenever I do something because people requested it and then no one shows up to what they requested me to do. So, and I'm pretty sure that's something that most content creators share. Which is why I tend not to do a ton of community-centered events, because people tend not to show up. That's why I always do it with other streamers or that, where it's like, yeah, we are actually planning a time to get together. So, anyways, that was a tiny bit of a rant. But anyways, I'm gonna go and play around with this a little bit, with this design, and see what we'll actually end up doing with it. All right, so we're back, and this is looking mildly creepy right now. to be quite honest, also the ambient noises in the Nether aren't helping, nor is the particle effects coming from the ceiling. Or they're not coming from the ceiling, they're just in the air, the ash, because we're in the delta. But I'm not sure which I like whenever I look at this side. If I like the pattern, I know I like the pattern as a whole, and it'll look a little bit better when I put the slabs on the ceiling right in front of here. But I'm not sure to have the stripped or the non-stripped on for these two spots whenever I look at this wall. But whenever I turn around and I look at this one, I'm almost thinking don't have the strips or don't have the stripped wood. And the reason I'm thinking of that is because, yes, this makes it brighter. It adds an extra color to it. But having this and that down both sides, even this one here, which is supposed to look a little bit better, right? This is the path in, again, back to how I do my mine shafts where the torches are always on the right side. So whenever I'm walking back, they're always on my left. This is the, it's the bright side, right? It's the side that is your guide to get back out here. Technically, you can use either side as your guide with how this works. But, my mine shafts, this isn't there. So, but even whenever it's, like, this makes it look like it's really bright. This makes it look like, yeah, it's your bright side. But it's still's not super bright, right? You're still in the Nether, that kind of a thing. Things aren't necessarily totally fine. I don't know. I kind of like it, that kind of storytelling idea. And then on this side, it definitely goes better using this one instead. I also have a little bit of a cool idea for the roof, I think, but I don't have what I need to do it at the moment. So that will have to come later. But I think I'll build out the rest of the tunnel as much as I can right now. And then we will see what we want to do after I get the rest of it laid out. I am going to go to not having the stripped logs. If you think I should change it out to stripped logs, that's of course easy. I just go through with an axe and strip them after I have it built already. But I think for now, I want to see how it looks with all of them not being stripped. So we're going to go and swap these out and build out more of the tunnel. Hello, everyone. And we're back. After several hours of grind, I actually put in grind. Believe it or not, I actually did, amazingly enough. But I think it turned out really a lot better than I thought it would. We'll say that. I was having a hard time thinking of what block to put on the blue side. Because I knew I wanted to use the magma blocks on the red side. But I wasn't sure. I was actually thinking about using weathered copper here. But at the same time, I don't have any copper, and that would take longer to get than the crying obsidian. And the only reason the crying obsidian didn't take me a ton of time to get is because I bought it from Skippy's shop. And I bought the magma cream to make most of these from the Nether shop. I bought some of the wood from Nether shop. I bought this from the Nether shop, some of them, because I essentially wore my hoe out again, and I decided I'm just going to buy the rest of the stuff I need for the tunnel. Because I am at the end of my recording time for today, which also means I'm done for the day of recording, so this is the end of the episode. But I think it was very productive. We definitely made a lot of progress, and I am very happy with it. So We, of course, do need to still work on the doorways, like right here. But aside from that, I think we're good to call it an episode. I'm happy to actually have some progress made instead of this just being like, oh, we're ending mid-project. This is pretty much the end of this project. As far as the main portion of it, the goal is accomplished, though. We no longer are going to have to worry about anything falling through the ceiling on us. And my keyboard might have just died. Because I am moving right now, and I'm not actually moving. So anyways, guys, that's going to be it for today, as I said. So have a good rest of your day. I can't go F5 because, again, keyboard is dead. So I will see you all in the next episode.